Hey guys, welcome back. It's not really the typical video. You've seen the title of it, so you already have an idea of what I'm going to be talking about. I was actually just going to do a quick post on this, but I decided that I would, do a quick video, just give a bit of a brief, I guess, background of what's kind of leading me to this decision. Now, I'm not really sure how I've titled this video yet. But I will say that, the channel will stay up. So those like programming music videos and that sort of stuff will stay available to those of you who continue to view them. But I just won't be posting any videos to it. The thing is, there's most likely going to be another channel at some point in time in the future. I really don't know when, whether that's going to be a few months from now, few weeks from now, or maybe a year plus from now. I'm not really sure, but I don't want to set a date on this because and I'll get into this, but I want to make sure that what I'm doing is, I'm being 100%, I guess, effective with it. So you probably seen me talk quite a bit on this channel about taking a break, disconnecting and that sort of thing. I've been away from most social media platforms for quite a while. I don't think YouTube really falls in that category. Maybe it does, but this is another one of those things that kind of falls into that category of taking a break, kind of disconnecting. And there's reasons behind that. Obviously my channel isn't very big, so I don't really feel any pressure to upload or anything like that. For the most part, this channel doesn't exist outside of those programming music videos. I mean, you can compare the content, the videos that I do compared to those. And there's, definitely major differences. And I did want to note on that, I may do a poll on this to see if anyone's really still interested in those compilations, because I was coding the other day and I started listening to one of them. I think it was the fifth one. It's either the fourth or fifth one, or the fifth or sixth one, or I think it was the fourth or fifth one. And I was like, dang, this thing isn't that bad. And it kind of helped me get into the zone along with the little caffeine. But and that just kind of gave me the thought of maybe potentially doing another one, just because, it could probably benefit me and other people who've liked them. So I may do a poll on that. If you want, you can comment on this video about it if you'd have an interest in another one. But yeah, outside of that, I don't think that I'm going to be active on this channel as far as posting content. And that may be, I can't say this is 100% for sure at the moment, but it may be a permanent thing, or it may just be a long-term thing. Now, the thing is, like I said, well, I'm most likely going to create another channel at some point in time in the future. Again, I don't know when that's going to be, but it's going to be taking a slightly different direction. I won't really be the face of that channel, or at least from the start. I have another sort of idea that's been kind of brewing with me for quite a bit of a while. Something that I thought about even doing on this channel before in the past, but I just haven't. I don't think it's, I don't know. A part of me wants to disconnect from this channel. A part of me is saying that it's something that I have to leave behind in order to step forward to what's next. And that goes in it as well, along with the fact of, or the want to disconnect. A big reason why I am such a big advocate of kind of disconnecting from things is just because it gives you the time to tend to your own mental health. And, I think that I've been trying to do that, or I've always been fairly active with that throughout the years. I spend a lot of time in my own mind. I spend a lot of time to myself, and I do a lot of that as is. But, I think this is just another layer that needs to be added onto that process. Like I said, it's not that I have an urge to post or anything like that, but I kind of do want to just completely get rid of that urge. Which was a part of the reason why I got off of social media in the first place, just to make sure that I'm spending the time, tending my own garden, as I've spoken about several times. It's not necessarily that I'm going through anything in particular. It's more so it feels like a certain weight on my shoulder, and I don't really know 100% how to explain it. Amongst a lot of things, it just feels like a certain weight on my shoulder that I feel like I need to step away from. And perhaps this is just another transition in my life. There seem to be plenty of those, but perhaps this is just another transition. again, I don't really know what it is, if it's intuition, the universe, or whatever it is. So somebody's speaking in my brain that's telling me that I need to step away from it, at least for right now, and that this could be just me standing ahead of something that I have to kind of cross. So again, I will be back on YouTube at some point in time, but I don't know necessarily know when. But yeah, so I talk about mental health and those sort of things. Some of my recent videos have been talking about that, and perhaps this is just a direction that I was inevitably going to come upon, and maybe those videos kind of tell that history. But yeah, so I talk about that a lot, and I've always been one to try to be the ear, to listen to other people, to be there for other people when they need, to try to be an ear for people. And I think that I've done so much of that myself that I have sort of neglected a little bit of, listening to my own inner voices, listening to my own, soul or spirit or whatever kind of screaming at me, telling me that, I need to step away even further from certain things. And I think that this is just a big part of that. Just another step in that process. I do those things that I've spoken about in my videos to manage my own life, to navigate within my own life. But I think that I need to kick that up a little bit more, because I don't think it's something that you can kind of do half-ass. And I can admit there have been times in which I've been in and out of how deeply I've been into those things. My reading hasn't been as good as it's been. My time spent in meditation hasn't been as good as it's been. And I kind of just want to take a little bit more time to allocate towards those things. And again, I'm not really that active on this channel as is, but I kind of want to just reduce some of the mental clutter that may go into, oh, I may feel like doing a video today, or I may do this, or I have this idea, this thought. I have a notepad on my phone that's full of video ideas that I was going to do. And usually what happens is, for every 3 that I place, I end up doing 1, and they just, accumulate like that. But yeah, so for the most part, it's just a big part of that. It's just taking a break to be able to spend a little bit more time to tend with my own mental health. And maybe I will seek therapy or something in this process. Again, it's not necessarily something specific. It's more so of, I think that's something, it will be beneficial, and I'm an advocate of it. So why not? But yeah, so I think that's a big, for the most part, that's the main reason why I sort of want to step away from YouTube for right now. I'll still be, probably posting or commenting on other content with this channel. But another part of that is I will try to sort of disconnect a little bit more from content or other content as well, as a part of this process, because really that has to be a part of it. But yeah, so like I said, I won't completely remove the channel. I don't think I will. I don't even know if there's a way to do that. So those videos that I've done in the past, they will still be available. I don't really, I don't think I'm gonna delete it or something like that. I think that there's just a possibility that I may not post again on it. And there's a possibility that I will. And again, if people are interested in those compilation videos, then I'll probably do that. I'm actually going to be spending a little bit more time learning music theory and things that I started kind of trying to compose a good three or so years ago. And I sort of just stepped away from it, or I just didn't put any more time on it for a long period. Just things kind of got busy, things kind of got out of hand. So, yeah, so I'm, actually starting a course on that pretty soon. Learn music theory, kind of go in a different direction with things, just because I enjoy music. I enjoy composing, and I kind of want to learn piano a little bit more. So, I think that I can take my own creations to another level with learning, actually having a foundation in it, because I really don't. So anyways, I'll be spending a little bit more time on my own creativity, but more so a little bit more time working on myself, a little bit more time being there for myself, which is something that I haven't 100% done all the time. I spend a lot of time to myself, but at the same time, it seems like I don't spend enough time for myself. And, you know, like I said, all that time to myself isn't always for myself. So I kind of just want to step back to that, because otherwise I think that I'm just going to continue to spiral in a direction that I don't want to spiral in. So yeah, this is a healthy break. We'll call it that, a healthy break, a mental health break or something. But yeah, for the most part, just kind of wanted to put this out there. You know, appreciate everyone who's been a part of the channel, everyone who's followed before, even because of the, you know, programming music compilation videos that I've done in the past. Which nothing really special about it, right? Just compilations of, you know, composers' music that, you know, flows well together, and I found it beneficial, and it seems like a lot of other people found it beneficial as well. But nothing special about it. But yeah, if people still like those, then there's a possibility I may do another one. I don't know. I don't want to know. I don't want to give a guarantee on these sorts of things now, just kind of gauging stuff. But yeah, so I don't think this video has to be any longer than it's already been. But again, like I said, I appreciate, you know, everyone who's been a part of the channel. I know, or I don't want to say I know personally, but I know some of you guys' names who have been sticking around through the years. In particular, HF Brody. I don't know even if you will see this video or not, but anyways, yeah, there have been a few people, but yeah, I appreciate everyone, you know, who's been a part of it. And I hope that, you know, I've given something or provided something on the channel that has benefited you in some sort of way. You know, other than when I first created this channel, a big part of it was to kind of put something on it that can benefit other people. And those videos just so happened to do that, that people asked for more compilations. So I did that. And then, you know, kind of the more recent content that I've been doing that as well. So hopefully all of it has, you know, even if it's given one person some sort of benefit, then great. Hopefully it's done more positive than negative, right? You know, I had one recent video that I did, I think it was the last one that I was talking about mental health type stuff. But yeah, you know, definitely, I don't think that's really one of my areas. Obviously, I'm not studied up on that, but you know, I guess from the more scientific level. But anyways, I hope that this channel has been of benefit to someone, and if it has benefited at least one person, then, you know, I find that to be a success. I look back on some of the content that I've made myself, and it's helped me. And even just that has been a success for me. But yeah, I think for right now, I am going to spend the time that I need for myself. I could ramble on and on about this, but I don't really know how I can explain it any better. But yeah, again, I appreciate you guys. Everyone who's been a part of this channel, and for whoever does see this video, yeah, appreciate it. And yeah, take care, and I'll see you sometime in the future. So yeah, see you guys later.